place. Awesome. Forgot to do something there, but I'll wait until after stream. Up and running. Why is the ad not starting? Honestly, why is the ad not starting? It has not started this entire time. It has said ad starting soon. I usually wait until the ads finish in order to actually start anything, and it's just not starting. What the hell is happening? There we go. It's finally started. Is this my first Mario Kart stream under the new name? I think it is. Alright, hello everyone, welcome in. Today's plan is we are going to play Mario Kart. We're gonna take it easy today. Nothing too extravagant. Give me a second while I do a thing. There we go. I will say, one thing that's been kind of cool, with the name change and everything, my old username, Echo Tide, was 10 characters long. And as you know with Nintendo, a lot of the limits for text is 10 characters for a name. So I was always like reaching the very end of it. Azumari is 8 characters long, which means I have 2 characters to mess around with and do like little symbols and little fancy things with. So that's something that's kind of cool. Anyway, I think this is my first Mario Kart stream with the new username. So, I don't know. Just something interesting. I'm gonna be taking it easy today. It is a Monday, first off. And 2, I essentially, I am starting to cut back on streaming hours. I mentioned before that I was going to do it later in the year. But I am deciding to do it a bit early because some things have started kicking up, which... Hello, Aquam, welcome in. Essentially. Well, first off, I can't play Sonic 06 on stream, which means this week's, like, original plan was completely out the window anyway. But I have been getting a bit burnt out. You've probably noticed, in the past few weeks, that I have been getting increasingly annoyed with things really easily. Just small things that normally wouldn't annoy me have been, just things, like, constantly, like, hitting, like, weird spots in my brain. So I need to take a bit of a break from doing it as much as I have been. So the plan for now is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at the normal time for however long I feel like streaming that day. I don't have a specific end time anymore, just before 4 p.m. my time, which is my normal end time. But having Tuesdays and Thursdays off will allow me to kind of do more with myself, I guess, and I'll be less likely to burn myself out as quickly. So, that's kind of gonna be this is kind of gonna be the test week. I think, next week I'll do Sonic Shadow Generations, and then, the following week, well, hold on, let me check dates. Okay, next week, I am going to go back to a full 5 days. Because there's something I want to do on Thursday. So, there's that. Apart from that, I think the following week is when I am going to do, the Kirby, you know what? Let's do Kirby Star Allies ability list. And that means I will be on my own. No friends. No dream friends. No abilities. Outside of the areas that specifically need friends. So like the doors, or the friend train, or the like friend bridge, stuff like that. And so that'll be like a little challenge run for me. So, that will be in place of the speed run from the subathon back in August, which I did try and do. I don't want anyone to tell me I am, like, moving it around because I just didn't want to do it. I tried doing it. I spent almost 4 hours on a single trick and just haven't been able to get it. I do, Aquam. The one disadvantage is I won't be able to start the story over in that save, because that is a save related thing for 100%ing it. I mean, I guess I could theoretically just go stage by stage, right? There's nothing saying I need to like start up a new game. Yeah, sure, let's just do it. That would be perfect for it, yeah. But anyway, That's coming up in the next couple weeks. So that way I'm delivering on my promise of something for the subathon. But the idea that I wanted to mention is this week's schedule is going to kind of be my schedule from here on out. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting at noon EST, going until at the latest around 4 EST, and just going from there. So with that, I'm gonna get started because I feel like playing some racing. Hello, Star, welcome in. So one of the things, I'm gonna get this out of the way because I want to mention it. Sue me, but I've been playing some Fortnite recently. Just because it's a free game. There's no harm in playing it. But I've been doing a lot of the racing specifically, and I've been really enjoying that. So, less effort helps. Yeah. Honestly, I mostly just, I needed a break. That was the big thing. Because I have been, for lack of better terms, non-stop streaming. Or doing something related to streaming. That, I haven't really had time to even do, Oh, I saw the line up here. Give me a sec. There we go. I haven't really had time to do stuff like video editing or even taking some time, record a video. There's stuff like that that I want to do that I just haven't been able to. Just because I've been so focused on streaming 5 days a week. So this will give me more time to put more effort into the content that I give. And it'll also allow me to, do more with myself. And not be as burnt out about it. Now let's see. How rusty am I? Quite. I mean, to be fair, Lotto, I started out just streaming on Twitch. The YouTube streaming was a secondary thing for me. So my stream times haven't really changed because of that. It's just a matter of having a YouTube channel. I posted a video way back when I was only streaming twice a week as opposed to more. Because I started getting caught up in Twitch's algorithm. Those of you who don't know, Twitch's algorithm works in a way where you have to stream 3 days a week, 4 hours a day, with a very consistent schedule, and I just felt very... I felt awkward with having that extra time, mixed with the fact that I was just not... what's the term I'm looking for? A lot of the people I follow and know stream every day. And so I felt that was kind of the norm to kind of do. They'd normally take a day out of the 7 a week off. So they would legitimately stream 6 days a week. So I felt like I had to do at least 5 to even be relatively close. But it has been absolutely exhausting. and so I'm gonna cut back on it. But yeah, no, with cutting back, that means I'll likely be able to actually, like, sit down at least once a week and actually edit something. Or at least get some edits on something. Also, hello, Ray. I'm not sure if I said that already. I am really bad memory right now. But, that'll allow me to get some edits in for stuff. As well as, like, you know, if I find a game that I enjoy, I can just record it. Like, record myself playing it. Hell, I could get together with friends. I could schedule a recording session. That would be fun. But I know my stream times kind of cut into a lot of those possibilities. This would also allow me to possibly, like, show up on friends' streams and stuff like that when they stream during the time I'm streaming. Because one of the other things, if you're in my Discord, you've seen my status recently. I've been hit with a lot of FOMO recently. Fear of missing out. Because there are quite a few things happening, like, with my friends that take place right in the middle of my streams. So I can't really join them on that because I have streams and stuff like that. That's one of the other reasons why I'm deciding now to cut back on it as opposed to waiting. Is because that kind of FOMO has been hitting me really hard recently, and I want to be able to do things with people. So these are kind of a bunch of reasons why I've been thinking about cutting back and why I'm actively doing it. Or actively going to do it, I should say. Because again, I feel like next week, because I want to stream on Thursday specifically, and then with the whole Kirby thing, I want to have a full week for that. You know, and there's nothing saying I can't, like, every once in a while have a week where I stream more often than not. Now that I'm not worrying about the Twitch algorithm, I'm able to focus a lot more on, you know, going my own schedule as opposed to trying to fit someone else's, if that makes sense. Because I'm not worried about Twitch's algorithm, I still need to be semi-consistent, just because that's how any algorithm works. That's how YouTube's algorithm works. That's why people normally post at the same time every day. But honestly, like, with streams, I'm just gonna focus on starting stream at the same time each day. I'm not gonna worry about which days of the week I stream, and if I take a week where I stream at a different time than normal, or at a, like, a different day than normal, I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, I'm good. It's been a good day, right? Very much. Yeah, no, that's always kind of been the thing. Streaming is more about, like, interacting with the community for me. I know once I get bigger, that'll get harder and harder. Just because that's how numbers work. I don't know. It's just something that, like, I've done this for so long now that it's gonna be hard for me to cut back as much. Because I'm gonna feel like I'm leaving people out who can't make it on the days I'm gonna stream. Because I know, like, for example, if I take a day where I don't stream on YouTube, or I take a day where I don't stream on Twitch, a lot of people won't just move over to the other platform to watch. And I feel bad about isolating those people. So I know that if I change the times of my streams to either earlier in the day or later in the day, some people just won't be able to show up. I know that you can do it with a mushroom. I know you can blue shell dodge with a mushroom. I know there's the horn. And I know that there are ways to, like, you want to hit yourself. Too far. Yeah, that's... Oh, that lag trail is horrible. That sucked. You typically want to hit something like a banana first and stuff like that. I feel a shock coming, so I want to... Woo! Oh, jeez, okay. And I will say, it has been a while since I've played this. It's been probably at least a month since I played Mario Kart. So it's been a bit. That was really unfortunate timing. This is actually insane. What the hell? Okay, so I just want to mention, over the weekend, there was a mass exodus to Blue Sky. From Twitter, for those of you who are aware. My Blue Sky has been popping off. Like, I have had non-stop notifications of people following me. I have never gotten that on any platform before. It's actually insane. I have never seen something like this before. Like, even since I've started stream, I've gotten 2 separate follows. Like, I don't get why all of a sudden it's like, this is what's gonna have me pop off. Like, I'm not complaining, it's just, it's so weird. I've never had this happen. Hello, Vala, welcome in. Share your platform to be on now? Yeah, no. It's one of those things where it's like, the biggest reason people left was because there was so much negativity. And so, everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people who were, like, positive forces on the site, up and left. Meaning that there's more of a saturation of negative things now than there were. Yeah, no, it's so strange because so many people are just like, oh, hey, it's so interesting because I opened Twitter and it's full of negativity and people being incredibly hateful and like screaming at each other. Then you come to Blue Sky and it's literally just friends and community interacting. It's like two entirely different feelings, and it's awesome. Yep, I felt that coming. Damn it. I thought I could get out of the way of that quickly enough. You know, for someone who's a few weeks rusty, this feels pretty decent. I feel like I'm not doing too bad for not having played in a while. I'm doing decent, Paula. How about yourself? But yeah, no, I will say I still do have my Twitters active at the moment. Just as a sort of thing, like, there's a few people who, like, I don't, like, there's a few people on Twitter that I follow that either don't have a Blue Sky or don't post on their Blue Sky. So I still have Twitter I still have Twitter to interact with those people, but once I stop having people to interact with on Twitter, I'm gonna just outright delete my accounts on there. So, it's yeah. If you follow me on Twitter, and have not made or haven't followed me on Blue Sky, please do, because I will probably not too long from now, I'm going to just outright delete my Twitter. I need to update a bunch of links and stuff like that. I haven't updated my website yet for the rebrand. Holy shit. I completely forgot to do that. Although that's also a bit of an awkward sort of thing because a lot of my stuff on there is tied to an account with my old username. So I still need to go through and get all of that working. I don't know why that went for them and not me. Probably latency thing. Wow, okay. Oh, that was actually so close for me. That was... I did not mean to spam it a third time there. Huh? Ah, cutting it too close to the edge. Whew. Get out of the way of that. Not great, but... Alright, I'm getting back into the feels of it, so... 12th place 10 PCs. Yeah, no, I've played... I'll be honest, I've played Mario Kart games for as long as I can remember. Because I grew up playing DS and Wii. Which... I'm getting out of the muscle memory of needing to, like, go back and forth on the joystick to get the boost while drifting. I'm getting out of that muscle memory still. Yeah, no, I've played Mario Kart games for as long as I can remember. I played those, I played 7, I played 8 Deluxe, obviously. So I've gotten a lot of practice at just playing these games. So I've gotten to the point where I can kind of tell decent racing lines, in like different tracks and whatnot. Oh yeah, no. Me revisiting, I am not at the top of my game. I won't be for a while. I don't think I'm doing bad given my given how long it's been since I played. Yeah, the DS one has my favorite track. Is that the Batman? No, it's Tony Meister. My favorite track in the franchise is Airship Fortress. And unfortunately, it's not in this game. But yeah, I really enjoy racing games. So I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm decent at getting racing lines. Of course, it's a bit more awkward when you're also dealing with like shortcuts and stuff like that. Though I will say, it's a bit different here because the hills don't actually change your speed at all. That was intentional. That's a shitty... They intentionally swerved to hit me. So I'm just gonna say, if they pass me here, I'm using the star to hit them. Sorry, Aklium. I did not intend to hit you there. They took out the blue shell too. Yeah. It's gonna be another instance like Smash Bros. I think it's going to be from here on out. A lot of the games are going to be a lot smaller, but more streamlined, because once you have the big, like, everything is here sort of scenario, it's like, okay, well, now you can't have all of that and add on more. It's a lot harder with Smash Bros. Because you have to get the rights to the characters again and again. Whereas in Mario Kart, it's all their tracks and whatnot. But, it's the sort of thing where it's very difficult to be like, okay, we have... Hold on, I got this. "96 tracks, I want to say. There are a total of 96 tracks in this game with the DLC. You would have to have over 100 tracks to have the game not just be a repeat of this. Oh yeah, no, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of down and up when gliding. Which reminded me there was something I didn't do that I should have. It's just the sort of thing where it's like, I've never found up and down to really do enough for me. Also, that is my capture card having that issue. I don't know what. It's either the capture card or OBS reading it awkwardly. Yeah, that one was my bad. I tried. Holy shit. This is why I love Baby Park, but at the same time why I hate it. Can't see anything. Oh man. No, Toad's Factory. Yeah, that's another one. Like, Airship Fortress and Toad's Factory are like two of my favorite tracks. If I had to choose my favorite tracks in the series, it would be Airship Fortress, words, holy shit. Toad's Factory, Mushroom Gorge, Big Blue, ironically, and what was the other one? What was the other one I really... Luigi's Mansion. Like the DS version of Luigi's Mansion. Those are my favorite tracks in the franchise. I like Coconut Mall for the music. The track itself I find fairly lackluster. Damn it. Ugh. Yeah, I'm on the wrong path to do the cut there. Come on. Didn't give me an item. That sucked. I'll be honest, most of that track was just me getting absolutely, like, fucked over. Coconut Mall, DK Jungle, Toad's Factory, and Waluigi's Datum. Ah, nice. Oh, Waluigi Pinball is another one that I absolutely loved. Which also got in this game, but... yeah, no, it's, honestly, Toad's Factory, Airship Fortress, and DS Luigi's Mansion are 3 that I really wish were in this game. Because those are 3 of my top 5 tracks. So, and I will say, hot take, but I think DS Rainbow Road is my favorite Rainbow Road. It is one of 2 Rainbow Roads not in this game. Two or 3. Either way, you get what I mean. I honestly think Urchin Underpass could work as a regular, like, racetrack. And no, that is not just because I want a Splatoon rep track. Okay, I managed to get one. I think I'm in that weird spot in between, like, I'm comfortable with driving on the course, and, I'm not doing well. If that makes sense. Like, I've developed the confidence in my racing abilities. To, like, kind of take risks and not play how, I quote-unquote should. But at the same time, I'm not fully back yet, so, I'm, like, messing up a lot of, stuff unnecessarily. Damn it. Yeah, I knew that one that happened, because I was trying to drift, and if I drifted, I would have slided off, base. I'm aware of that much. I'm not drifting the way I need to be. I have a very, like, weird setup from the standpoint of I want revenge. I have a very weird, setup, because I'm very particular about my control feel. Which is why I don't use stuff like Yoshi Teddy Buggy, because I do not like the feel of those carts. Grumble Volcano works. So like, getting back into the swing of this game, I'm getting back used to the way that I feel comfortable driving, which is very different than the classic quote-unquote driving. Whew. That was very awkward. There's a banana there. Whoops. That's fire. I knew I was gonna run into that. Make it. No shit. Damn it. Oh, that sucked. That's likely me. My capture card seems to be shitting itself, and the game lag is very awkward. Unless you're, like, actively, like, your video is buffering, in which case it's you, because I'm not seeing anything on my end. Probably. Alright. Yeah, because I'm not showing any dropped frames or anything, so. Smurf accounts. If you aren't aware, I'll quickly explain it. Smurf accounts are when you have someone who is who is very high ranked, who intentionally goes to lower ranks in order to constantly win. Those are called Smurf accounts, where it, like, you'll play, you'll have a higher ranked player playing on a lower ranked account. So they're playing against lower ranked people. Okay, it drifted the wrong way. That was not my fault. You ran into a wall just so you could hit me. That's so fucking intentional. Whew. I made it across in time. Let's fucking go. That was rude. I hit him right at the finish line. He has got to be holding right now. Ah, no, it still counted him crossing the finish line before me. Damn it. You know what? Okay. Off topic. I'm going to, not this week, but for next week, I'm gonna redo my overlay. Because as you can tell, it's a bit lackluster. But, you know. Thoughts on Mario Party Jamboree? That would do it, Lotto. I'm enjoying it. From what I've played of it. I am not sure how long I've played it. I have not played it with anyone yet. I have only played it against CPUs. But in typical Mario Party fashion, I have kind of gotten screwed over a bunch, by how things roll. Because there was that one point where, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I am not beating the unlucky allegations. I had Luigi as my Jamboree buddy. And in the 3 turns I had him, not once did he up my, roll. I had him all 3 turns, and not once did he up my roll at all. But there was one instance where, what ended up happening was, I had a Jamboree buddy, landed 2 spaces from the star. The next turn rolls around, no one's passed me yet. I roll a 1, making me 1 spot behind the star. And then, from there, someone passes me, buys 2 stars, and I lose because of it. But that's just typical Mario Party. I will say, in my times playing the actual boards, I have gotten the same, like, 5 minigames over and over again. Without playing with the motion control games, which require you to use a single Joy-Con. There's a lot of minigames that require Joy-Con usage, which is slightly annoying, but I mean, it's super. That's kind of what the first one was built on. But I've really enjoyed all the mini games and stuff like that. So, I will say I think I would have a lot more fun playing with people, with friends specifically. Pathlon. Yeah, I find it interesting. It's not really my cup of tea just because it's the same, like 4 mini games back to back to back to back to back. Like, you just have a rotation of them and it's just constant. I really like Rhythm Kitchen. Now, I'm sure I mentioned it before, I love rhythm games. My top 3 favorite genres of video game are platformer, rhythm, and racing games. I have not played Bowser Kaboom Squad yet. Playing Lim a lot? Yeah. They're very smooth. I will say that much. I will say as well, I'm going to find a picture on my PC after this race to show off. Just because it was really funny. I don't think I took a screenshot on my Switch with it. I'm not 100% sure. Either way, I would end up having to leave the lobby if I did try and grab it off my Switch. But, for those of you who have seen it, or, like, played the game, what is with the fucking low poly Yoshis in the Yoshi Buddy minigame? And I will say, it, from what I've seen, they reused a lot of the renders from other games. So, like, they didn't even make new renders. Hello, Alex. Welcome in. But yes, I have been enjoying Mario Party so far. I honestly don't know the best spacing to use these. Just kind of talking about Mario Party. I guess these would be good spots to use them. Not the best, but... Whew. Damn it. Yeah, I will say the allies in this game work a lot better than the allies in Base Super. I really... As cool as it was to have, like, different dice blocks for different characters, I don't like that it made it where some characters became better than others. Very nice, Cloaky. Welcome in. But yeah, no, having each character have a different, dice block, exactly! You can see the vertices in Yoshi's nose! Let me find that picture quick, I completely forgot to do that! Yoshi Valley, awesome. I have so many screenshots. Okay. Well, what I'm saying is, Cloaky, in, Super Mario Party. Not the new one, the old one. Each character had different dice blocks, that had different numbers of, things on it. So there were characters that had objectively better dice than others. No, that's not to say you can't, oh no, you're fine. It's just kind of the topic of discussion that we've been on a bit. I'm playing Mario Kart, so I completely understand why you would think we were talking about Mario Kart. Honestly, characters do have different stats in Mario Kart, though. Like, for example, Inkling Girl has objectively better stats than Inkling Boy. From the standpoint of, they are the same, except Inkling Girl has higher acceleration and speed, I'm pretty sure. So, like, it does have enough of a difference where, it could make or break a race, but ultimately, they're so varied that it doesn't really matter. No, I've checked the stats. Inkling Girl is better than Inkling Boy. I don't remember the specific stats, but I did look at the stats once a lifetime ago. How did you recover so quickly? That felt very off. Yeah, I lose here. Yeah, no, it's an exaggeration, but... Deluxe character stats. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't played all of them. I've played, Waluigi's, I've played Luigi's, I've played Bowser Jr.'s, I've played Mario's. I think that's it. But it really does, like, it feels very, it definitely feels like there's something to them. This is left behind motion controls. Well, you see, that doesn't matter to me because, I play Rosalina, so I won't get her as a buddy anyway. Oh, come on! That sucked. From competitive scene. Yeah, that's kind of been the issue lately. With me in a bunch of games, is the competitive scenes have gotten so high. Like with, Splatoon. I haven't played that since Grandfest. Paul, thank you for the follow. I'm not taking the ramp this time. I am doing horribly right now. Mr. Lot, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Okay, so Inkling Boy has on this website, which goes speed, acceleration, weight, handling, traction, grip, mini turbo, as its order. Inkling Boy sits at 3.5, 3.75, 3.25, 3.75, 3.25, 3.5. Inkling Girl, on the other hand, has 3.25, which is slightly slower speed. 4 for acceleration, which is slightly higher acceleration. 2.75, 4, 3.75, 3.5. Okay, so I was slightly wrong on which ones kind of went where. But it is a total stat difference of Inkling Boy has 21, Inkling Girl has 21.25. That was the difference that I remember seeing. I'm like, I know there was something there where Inkling Girl had slightly better stats as a whole. But you get characters like Baby Peach and Baby Daisy with 21.5 as opposed to characters like Bowser with a 20.5. So it's like, okay, there are some characters that have like just better overall stats. They changed Afterbird, okay. Yeah, it might be a slightly outdated list. I didn't check the date on the list. I will... that's not the website that I used to use. I don't remember specifically what it was that showed all the stats. Yeah, I don't know. Sponge tires, I feel like... I don't remember what a lot of them did. I know there was a reason why I settled on this build. I can't stand the boomerang. It's so annoying to me. Big oof. Oh yeah, this was 2023. So Mount Wario, let's go. Alright. Here's the character builder I used to use. So this is updated with all of the DLCs. Our first build will be with Inkling Girl, and then I will just do just base standard, just to make it simple. Build 2, Inkling Boy, standard. So Inkling Boy has 0.25 higher speed, 0.25 less acceleration. It is 0.5 higher weight, 0.25 less handling, 0.5 less traction or grip, the same mini turbo, and 0.5 less invincibility. And that's just the difference in character stats between the two. Like, the only two things that are better in Inkling Boy stats are base speed by just a little bit, and weight, which, you know, depending on what you build for, could be good or bad. Everything else, Inkling Girl has better, including invincibility having a half stat higher, like a half bar higher. I forgot that was there. No. Course awareness. No. I am losing this race really badly. Damn it. I used it just a slight bit too early. I would have had a shock dodge if I had gotten that just a tiny bit later. Yoshi Landship. Yeah, I'm very much so a bike person. I prefer using the bikes just because, I don't know, I feel better drifting with bikes. I know there's not like a significant difference, but like just the visuals of it make more sense to me, I guess. No, I'm not gonna use Mr. Scooty. Is Mr. Scooty one of the in-drifts? Inward drifting? No, it's not. Yeah, no, I think Mr. Scooty, its playstyle, like, again, I'm very particular about the feel of the court, or the feel of the handling. Which is why sometimes a lot of builds just don't work for me because they feel off to me, and so I don't race well with them. I missed the fucking thing. So inward drift, okay, so the bike I'm currently using is outward drift. The way it works is if you just kind of hold it, it slides outwards. Inward drift essentially makes it where your turns are a lot sharper. Here, I'll go to an inward drifting bike after this, just to show the difference. But essentially, you can do this where you can stay relatively going straight, even while drifting, by like holding back the other direction. That's the important thing that I'm gonna like show off, is that this one, you can still kind of relatively go straight. Yes, there's a slight turn to it, but you can still go relatively straight. Inward drifting does not do that. It is a incredibly sharp turn. If you can find me. I'm just playing on public lobbies. I'm not playing like friends or anything, because I don't usually have enough interest in it to have like a good lobby going. Well, the one I'm going to use is, I'm going to use the, Yoshi. Actually, no, the Comet. The Comet was one that I liked to use. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I would love to do viewer-only lobbies, but I don't have nearly enough people, one, who watch, and two, who play the game, worldwide. And out of the countless lobbies, it's probably not gonna end up working. But I am now using a inward drift bike to kind of show off the difference. So that is the difference. It is essentially, drifting is a sharp turn as opposed to a drift. The best way I can kind of say it is, are you drifting with your back wheel or your front wheel? That's kind of the difference in my mind. Because, like, drifting with front wheel makes it so that you're turning a lot sharper, whereas drifting with your back wheel is you kind of slide sideways. That's kind of the difference. The issue I have with inward drifting, while you can do like sharper turns like that, it's a lot harder to get a boost out of, because you're turning so much sharper. I am unironically doing really good with this combo. What the hell? So Clokey, um, just my brain doing things. Because my ADHD is back on your comment again. I don't add people if that's what you're trying to do. In order to get in. Just from the standpoint of like I don't think that or I am very careful about who I add, essentially. What? The only other way to get people in, if it's not A, random chance, or B, friending, is to open up a friends lobby with a code and then give out the code. But again, I don't have enough people interested in that typically, so what? Fuck it, let's do this. Let's try this one. I'm going back to figuring out builds. Alright, Akmu. And yeah, I don't typically add a lot of people in general, just because I don't feel like it's the greatest idea, because then it's like, oh, these people are constantly watching what I'm doing. I don't know. It's awkward for me. Brain things, yay. Yeah, I have... I'll mention it later. Nice. This isn't feeling great. It feels very... It feels heavy. That's the best way I can put it. It feels heavy. And I know that's not like, oh, actual weight, because weight doesn't really matter too much in this game, apart from when you're bumping people. But the turning feels heavy, which I don't really care for. Yeah, I guess is the best way to put it. I used to use the Duke. I used to use it with Birdo, specifically. Yeah, you're one of my mods. That means I trust you in some capacity. Okay, let's do the Flame Rider. Yeah, for reference, for those of you who got ads, I have to have ads on my streams because Twitch doesn't allow otherwise. And the options I have are pre-roll ads or just playing 3 minutes of ads every hour in some capacity, that be it like a minute every hour or a minute of ads every 20 minutes. There we go. 2 minutes every 40 or 3 minutes every hour. I have it set to 2 minutes every 40. Because I have seen enough people say that when they get pre-roll ads, they just... Why do I already have 4 rupees? That feels weird. Anyway, and so I've seen enough people complain that if they open a stream and they're immediately hit with like 3 minutes of ads, they just turn off the stream, which I don't blame them. But that's why I try and turn off pre-roll ads as much as possible, and the only way to do that is to have ads mid-roll, which sucks. I am fully aware. You miss stuff on stream. I don't like ads on my streams. So, the only ways you can really get rid of the ads are, well, one, pay for a sub, which, honestly, like, do it or don't, I don't really care. Yes, it gives me money, but I'm not gonna tell you you need to, at all. Or, an ad blocker. The only thing I ask if you use an ad blocker, let me know which one you use, because I would like to use it myself. Alternatively, and I know I'm somewhat breaking TOS on Twitch by saying this, you could come over to the YouTube chat. YouTube chat doesn't have ads, though it is slightly more delayed. There's also less stuff you can do in YouTube chat, but hey, at least you won't get ads. Oh, I got knocked into it. That sucks. I got knocked into the mushroom shortcut, and I didn't have a mushroom. Kinda sucked. But yeah, honestly, I'm moving towards focusing on YouTube's way of doing it. Well, Oclium, the issue with it tends to be, for whatever reason, I can't find an ad blocker that works on Twitch specifically. Because I use, I'm on Firefox because, Google is deciding that its war against ad block is more important than user privacy or ease of use. Otherwise, I would still be on Opera GX. I did unironically use Opera GX. I absolutely loved it. But ever since AdBlock had stopped working and was forced to be taken off of Chromium, I'm like, I can't not. So, I use Firefox now and I use uBlock Origin, but, it doesn't work on Twitch, for whatever reason. I don't think this is the bike for me. At least not with this set. Why is my capture card doing that? It's been doing... Is that my capture card or my PC? I honestly can't tell. Because, for reference, the way I play the game, I have a HDMI splitter that I split the Switch's output into a monitor and a capture card. And I play on my monitor, which is to my right, while my OBS is recording it on the left, from the capture card. So my monitor is being absolutely fine. I'm not getting any lag whatsoever from my monitor, which means it's not my Switch, and it means that it's not my Switch's output. It's either something with the cord going to the capture card or the capture card itself, or OBS. And I could not tell you which one it was. Okay, Oclium, were you in front of me or behind me? Hey, let's go. I wouldn't even call it too fast. I would be fine with fast if I had more control over the drifts. And by that I legitimately mean, like, the drifts would always go wide. The wide drifts is what caused me having an issue, as opposed to just going too fast. Because the wide drifts would, like, kind of, like, hit me into a wall. It wouldn't let me take tight turns. That's why I'm very particular about my controls. Opposite drifting? What do you mean? I've never heard of opposite drifting. Look at that. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is one of those instances you can tell that I still have muscle memory from DS. You're seeing my character kind of look back and forth. Yep. Oh, I got so lucky there. Holy shit. Too far. I'm still confused what you mean. Like... yeah, if, I don't have links, enabled in chat, just for protections. So, if you wanna, like, join the Discord, and put it in, probably game discussion. Have I wouldn't have. Have I told the story about, my experience? I did tell the story. My experience at, GameStop getting Jamboree. So, I went to GameStop to buy a Jamboree. As I was buying it, there was a person next to me doing a trade-in. And they were trading in, like, all their Switch games and stuff. They also had a Switch case that they were getting rid of. Now, GameStop, GameStop couldn't trade in the, case. But the person who was doing the trade-in just left it because they didn't want it. So, the other people, or the, other workers, which were, like, checking me out and stuff like that, looked at me, looked at the other worker, who was the one checking me out, looked back at me, put the case in front of me, and said, "Merry Christmas." Now, mind you, this is a $40 case that I just got for free because GameStop couldn't take it. Also, hello, Adam, welcome in. And no, because I am not a, professional or even a competitive player, really. Oh, I got it the last second. Holy shit. Oh, come on. That time I got hit out when I was using a mushroom. I hate this game so fucking much. Sharpen counter trick. Oh, okay. I feel like I have heard of those, but I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't play this game professionally. I don't play it even really competitively. I haven't bothered to search up all the tips and tricks to get good at the game or anything like that. This is solely just a culmination of me passively taking in information while I'm playing the game. Oh yeah, on the Wii, this map is phenomenal. I will say this version feels very off. I should have gone for the double there. We'll take third. Take a cheeky third there. Oh, bye, Akliam. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Also, don't mind the popping sound. I have one of those like fidget toy like pop things that have a bunch of. It's essentially infinite bubble wrap. And I found it the other day as I was searching through my stuff, and I've been kind of playing around with it. Oh, mine's just the circle. Really simple. It does what it needs to. It satisfies my ADHD brain. surprised I didn't get hit by the, like, hitbox there. I want better items. Damn it. I got much worse items. Both of them. Single mushroom. Gotta love it. Man, that Yoshi in the front just got screwed over. Because not only did they get hit with my shock, they also got hit with a blue shell immediately afterwards that did have the hitbox active, so that they did get damaged. But yeah, you ready for this? I don't know. I have no clue if the mic is picking that up well. But it's essentially infinite bubble wrap. I miss old bubble wrap. There was actually at one point when I was younger. And by younger, I mean like 5 or 6 years old, something like that. I literally asked for a roll of bubble wrap for Christmas at one point. And one of my family members actually got it for me. Like, I just got a full-ass roll of bubble wrap. I mean, it was the sort of thing, bubble wrap is pretty cheap. So, plus I was the only one in my family who really liked popping bubble wrap. So, it wasn't like, oh, I needed to share it because other people wanted to pop it. It was just a matter of like, no one else really felt the need to. I was tired of holding the button. I'm good. Ooh, perfect. If I can keep this mushroom to the end. I'll take a 5th. Oh, 100%. I don't think that's a hot take at all. The coin is annoying because it's just, you don't actually get anything use, from the standpoint of, like, protection or damage. But because you're in first, you don't get protection, that's the big thing. But Fire Flower just is bad, in general. Coins are helpful because they speed up your, cart. Yep, follow. No worries. Ugh. Had to be London. Hey, at least it's not fucking New York Minute or Paris Promenade. Yep, no worries, Mr. Lot. I do not like the tour tracks at all. They're my least favorite tracks in the game. Ah, I see. Wasn't sure. So the reason I don't like the tour tracks is because of the way they're designed. It feels very awkward each lap being so vastly different, but still having the same start and ending point. Like, the long tracks that are essentially just 3 checkpoints as opposed to, like, full-on laps. I think those work because it is it's a race. Who can get to the end first? The ones with laps. Okay, you have a loop that you go through 3 times. That works. That's a race. But something like this, it's like, you go through a loop. Then you change the loop and go through it again. Then you change the loop and go through it again. It feels very awkward to race. So I do not like the tour tracks. And the fact that they put in like 3 of them in every... Well, that's an exaggeration. But they put in 2 in every single DLC. It was so frustratingly annoying because like there are so many good tracks that didn't make it in. Because they made every single tour track getting put in the game except for 1. That's the thing. Oh wait, no, that's Peach Gardens I'm thinking of. Never mind. Peach Gardens. I don't like what they did with Peach Gardens. That went from one of the normal, like, 3-loop, tracks, and they're like, you know what? Make the last lap go backwards. It felt so unnecessary. I should have done it earlier. But yeah, no, I don't like the tour tracks. They just... I don't enjoy them. And the fact that there's so many, meanwhile... What was it? 3 of my 5 favorite Mario Kart tracks didn't make it in? Like, I get that my favorite won't be everyone's favorite, but... I feel like I have some pretty cold takes for favorite tracks. I'll be honest. Yeah. Thanks, Adam. But I doubt I'm gonna get first. I'll be honest, I'm decent at this game, but I'm not amazing. Example. In a lobby full of people who seem to be very adamant in playing. I tried to dodge both sets of boxes and just hit every last box there. Damn it. That was fucking intentionally, like, targeted. Yeah. Oh well. Fourth is still pretty good given everything else that happened. That Toad was a bitch, though. Like, they swerved to hit me, too. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream today. I mentioned this at the start of stream, but with kind of getting burnout kind of forming, I am hitting a wall at the moment where I am just not focusing, I guess. My brain's elsewhere. Yeah, it's not that there will be no more 4 hours, it's just for something like this, that it's very repetitive nature, there's not anything going on. Like, if I were playing Sonic right now, right? If I were playing a Sonic game, that means there would be something as a task to do next. Whereas this is just, you just keep playing until you stop. that, and there's like story in Sonic games as well. Even Kirby, like, you have a story going, you have an end point. I'm not. I'll wait until the ads are over, but. It's over? Oh, on my end it still says there's half a minute left of ads. But yeah, no, I'm not saying that Sonic, you know, I'm not saying that this instance needs to have a good storyline. It just, when there's a story in a game, which there is a story in Sonic games, there just is. It's not an endless loop of, let's do this, okay, do it again, sort of thing, like this is. So, like, for example, playing Shadow the Hedgehog last week, I tried to get through a route. I played through the route, and there was still time left, so, for example, if there was still time left, I would move on to the next route, and I would play the next route. There's more new content to play. And there is an endpoint where it's like, okay, this is a spot I can end when I get to it. Whereas something like this, I can end the, I can stop playing any, like, 5 minutes or so, not even, and it would make zero difference on how far I've gotten in the game. Because there isn't a progression to the game. If that makes sense. Because, like, for example, we've already played this race today. Like, like, yes, it's going to be different because I'm getting different items, playing with different people, different skill levels, stuff like that. But, like, it is ultimately the same thing as it was before. It gets very repetitive over time. Welcome back, Paula. So, I'm not gonna say that 4-hour streams are gonna be over. I'm not saying that 4-hour streams are gonna be done with. I'm not saying that I'm, like, only gonna stream for, like, 2 hours a day from now on. It's just, I won't have a specific end time anymore that I need to reach. If I get tired, or, like, if I get, if I exhaust my energy before the 4-hour point, I'm gonna end stream earlier. I'm not gonna worry about reaching that 4 hours. I fucking missed again. I'm trying to take cuts because I'm so far behind, but they're just not working. my idea right now is I'm gonna try and end it on a win eventually. I'm gonna try and get a first place, and then I'm gonna call it there. Either that, or I'm gonna call it probably in like half an hour to an hour, just, you know. So. Yeah. It's the sort of thing, I'm aware that, like, Kart Combo, there's a lot of metas for different things. I've never liked metas being in games because it's the sort of thing where it's like, okay, you can't play it to have fun anymore, you need to play it a specific way, otherwise you just lose. Which I've never liked. But that is the issue with, PvP games and stuff like that. There's always a meta. A meta will always come up because some things just work better than others. I've never liked playing by the meta. Like, even in, like, even when I did play, competitively, not professional competitively, just competitively on my own, it was always the sort of thing where it was like, I never really paid attention to metas. I played what I enjoyed. I just played it hard. But I don't like playing competitively anymore because it's, you don't play meta, you don't play quote-unquote properly, and you get ostracized by your teammates for throwing the game. That's 100% the reason why I don't play Overwatch anymore. I actually enjoyed the gameplay of Overwatch. But there were matches. I was never great at the game. I've never been great at that style of game. But there was a time I was playing it because I wanted to enjoy my time playing the game. And I was playing Ashe. And, because that just felt the cleanest for me. And I've never been good at the game. I was dying quite a bit. Starting to get frustrated because I was spending more time dead than alive. But my team at that point was just like, if you're going to play this bad, you might as well not play the game. Now, I did not stop playing the game because I'm bad at the game. I stopped playing the game because I am not going to put up with that sort of attitude from my teammates when I'm just trying to enjoy my time playing the game. So it's the sort of thing where it's like, I know that you could theoretically read that situation as, oh, well, by you not playing the game, you're letting them win. They didn't push me from playing the game because, oh, I feel bad, I'm bad at the game. No, I stopped playing the game because they were assholes, and that's just the toxic community that Overwatch has. And so I was done playing with those types of people. That's the entire reason why I don't play Overwatch anymore. And that's honestly why I stopped playing competitively in anything. Is because of that sort of thing where it's like, if you don't play it right, then you're a horrible person to play the game. And it's just like, I'm just trying to enjoy my life, man. I'm not this like pro player who knows all the strats and metas and stuff like that. I'm just enjoying my time. I might get competitive because I want to win, because let's face it, who doesn't want to win? Oh yeah, no, I've played Minecraft. I actually recently started an MMO pack. And by recently, I mean last night. But I mean, even that, right? You get people who say, like, oh, if you're not building your base in this way, it's unoptimal, and you should change how it works and stuff like that. Even Minecraft isn't, immune to that. But yeah, no, it's just to kind of prove, say to the point where it's like, I'm aware that, tracks and cart combos and stuff will work differently. I've never really cared enough to learn which carts to use on which tracks or anything like that. That's what I mean by I never really pay attention to the metas. Other than the fact that, legitimately, let's face it, we're looking at, two, Teddy Buggy rollers, a Wiggler roller, and a, I'm blanking on what it's called, but that, winged thing and rollers. And even more behind. Like, these are all meta, cart customizations. And I'm aware of that because they're all over the fucking place. I honestly thought I was gonna get lag trailed there. I wish these two were swapped. Damn it. I missed the items. Shit. That is just a lost match because I missed the item box. Shortcat has come up on my feed quite a bit. That's why I'm aware of as much stuff as I am. I don't... So the best way I can put my thoughts of this in, I don't like bagging. I don't like the idea of bagging. Bagging feels like... and this is all just like kind of conceptual stuff that I know about, but I don't necessarily put into practice. I know about bagging. I don't like it. I don't like its conceptualization in the game. Solely because I feel like it takes away part of the nuance of how the game works as a racing game. I guess the best way I can put it, it feels like a cheap trick. Yeah. I think Mario Kart is best played with pack play, where everyone is kind of all in the same pack. That is impossible with bagging. Because bagging, you get a bunch of people sitting in the back and just zooming ahead. And, like, there's not much pack play because everyone's waiting in the back, sort of thing. Which is why I've always front run. I always front run. I never bag, even in the quote-unquote bagging tracks. Thundercloud with bagging? Yeah. It's just the sort of thing. Bagging feels very cheap for a racing game. Because it's like, okay, you are taking the concept of a race, and you're saying, well, what if we don't, and instead just abuse how the items work in the game? Because, like, I'll say, right, one of my biggest gripes with games like this is that you can play perfectly and still lose. You can play absolutely perfectly and still lose. You can be in first the entire race and still lose. Because you get one person who just hit the right thing at the right time and just passes you very last second. It's frustrating to me. And bagging is essentially abusing that idea. Where it's like, okay, how can we get this to happen every time? Yeah. I don't know. It's just... I don't... The best way I can put it is just, I don't care for metas because I feel like they take away the option to play the game the way you enjoy. And that's kind of always been my view on it. Even when I did play things semi-competitively. Like, I'll still, like, enter Mario Kart tournaments and stuff like that. The online ones, because I don't have any place hosting tournaments nearby. And, like, I'll do decently at them. But it's like, I want to enjoy my time playing. I don't want to feel forced to play a specific way just so I have a chance. And so it's the sort of thing where it's like, I almost want to win some sort of tournament with a very non-meta build. Just so I can be like, look, the metas don't matter. You don't need a meta. You just have to enjoy the game. But I digress. Not even that. It's if you enjoy something, you're going to do better at it. That's how it's always been. Because the more frustrated you get, the more tilt you have, the more you're going to mess up. Just enjoy playing the game. Now, I get some people enjoy the competitive nature of it. Some people enjoy, like, the idea of, like, I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, people enjoy winning. Because, of course, people enjoy winning. But what I mean is, like, people won't enjoy a game unless they win. I think that is a horrible view of gaming. I think you should be able to enjoy playing even if you're losing. That's why in every game I play that has a competitive scene, I always just kind of say, let's fuck around. Because, like I mentioned at the start of stream, I've been playing the Fortnite racing. But even when I played Fortnite, like the base Fortnite, back years ago, I always was that sort of person. I would do the quests, and I would meme. I would not care about placement. Because, like, I was one of those people, in Chapter 1, Season 8, I was one of those people who would conga line as a banana the entire match and see how far I could make it. I was one of those types of players. I would not care about winning. I just kind of fucked around. I still, to an extent, do that with a lot of games where I'm like, I don't care about winning if something happens and, like, I've gotten to the point where if I'm doing a quest and someone else is doing the same quest, I won't shoot at them unless they shoot at me first. That's always been my gameplay of that game. I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, hey, I need to win, so I'm gonna kill anyone even if they're not fighting back. It's one of the reasons why I tend to really like Nintendo games. Nintendo's whole mantra, like, throughout its, like, creation and stuff, has always been, everyone should be able to enjoy games their own way, without needing to spend hours upon hours of practice. Yeah, I'm noticing that. I don't know what it is. I feel like my PC is not enjoying the, capture card anymore. But, I don't know. I mean, even from, like, outside standpoints, I feel like systems are just, like, overloading and whatnot. Anyway, Okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like, I would be fine. There's a reason why I typically enjoy when games have customization options that are solely, what's the term I'm looking for? Cosmetic. I enjoy cosmetic customization. Once that changes into, kind of sad. Exactly. And on top of that, it's like, if I were to use Yoshi Teddy Buggy, right? Not only would I not be able to play any of my girlies, I wouldn't be able to play using a bike, which I enjoy the, you know, conception of. I also would be forced to use a handling and a drift that I don't feel comfortable with. All for the sake of playing to the meta and being, quote-unquote, the fastest. Oh, yeah, no, there are a few metas. You build for acceleration or you build for speed, depending on your gameplay style. Hey, guess what? If you bag, you want higher speed, lower acceleration. If you're front running, you want higher acceleration and less speed. There's metas to different play styles for the game. But the issue comes when, like, you have to build specific metas for specific playstyles. You have a playstyle, hey, guess what? There's a meta for that. If there was just a single meta across the board, no matter what your playstyle was, I'd feel more comfortable playing it. But my playstyle is a weird mix. am very much so control oriented. I need to have a lot of control over my character. Control that feels good. But I also front run, which means I need to focus on acceleration. Acceleration and handling tend to be opposites. You have higher acceleration, you tend to have less control. So the build for best acceleration for front running is directly against my playstyle of control. Yeah. That's the same reason why I use outward drift. I don't use inward drift because the drifting just doesn't work. Because drifting is the best way to control your cart. Well, not the best way, it adds more control to your cart. So it's just one of those things where it's like, there are metas for things, but those metas might not match up with your playstyle. It might not match up with your comfort for playing. And of course, once that happens, you're kind of just screwed because you can't use a meta without feeling like you're going outside of what you feel good using. And so now you're not having fun playing, but you're using the meta. Or you're not using the meta, so you're enjoying your playing, but you constantly get told that you're playing it wrong. And so you stop having fun playing. It's this, like, double-edged sword where it's like, metas cause people to just not enjoy the game, typically. Which is why a lot of these games end up boiling down to solely competitive scenes. Because the competitive scenes are the only ones where people feel more comfortable not enjoying the gameplay for the sake of winning, if that makes sense. Which is why a lot of competitive games I don't enjoy playing these days. If I happen to enjoy the meta, I'll play the meta. But I need to enjoy playing the meta outside of it just being the meta. I'm like that with Splatoon. I play a meta build. Or not a meta build, but I play a meta weapon. Because I enjoy the weapon. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's meta. It has entirely to do with the fact that I just enjoy the weapon. Ugh. Don't like trail me, please. Okay. Honestly, shooting items backwards can work. I prefer to just hold them behind me. I'll shoot them forwards. But one of the big things you can do with shooting backwards is you can strengthen your lead, which I get. But, like, let's face it, if you're in first and you have a green shell, what are you going to do other than shoot it backwards? Because it's not like there's anything in front of you to hit. Granted, if you're in, like, you know, 10th and you're shooting it backwards at 11th and 12th, then yeah, that's just targeted to make them lose as opposed to you win. But if you're in first, shooting it backwards makes sense because there's nothing in front of you to hit. Well, to be fair, the reason why you'd want to do that is because if you take out first place and you're sitting in first place for okay, let me start that sentence over. If you are in second place and you get rid of first place and you become first place, now all of a sudden you are the target of red shells, which is the most common item in second place. So you don't want to take out first until the end of the race. Theoretically. That's why they throw it backwards in second place even. Yeah. Could have gone across the grass there. That's fine. I hate lag trails so much. I have a feeling something's coming. Yeah, I'm not getting first this race. He got 2 Yoshis sitting in the front, quite a far ways ahead, and I just lost 4 red shells. I don't think I win this one. Holy shit! A star in third. Yes. Yes, swearing is not a problem. It's a mature stream. I mean, I'd swear like a fucking sailor, so. hello, Super Mario. Welcome in. I'm reaching the end of what I can handle for today. Probably got like 2, maybe 3 more races in me, and then I'm gonna call it there. Be done for today. Oh, yeah. Honestly, one of my favorite things to do with the feather in battle is, use the feather and jump over a green shell that's coming at me. Or in, specifically, cops and robbers, jumping over the cops with, the feather. That's fun. Oh, come on. I didn't mean to hit them with that. Like, this feels like good Mario Kart. It's a lot of pack play. Everything's happening all around you. That feels good. Why can't more games be like that? Yes, I lost, but I enjoyed that. It was frustrating because I, like, lost things back to back to back, but that's part of the game. I get that. Ah! Balloon Rod Shell would be sick. Yeah. Tuniki Leaf works better battle than races. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that would be a bit of a cheap item to have, though. I don't remember offhand everything it does, but if I remember correctly, it reflected projectiles, right? So it, like, protected you from stuff. I feel like that would be a cheap kind of item to have, because stuff like Balloon Battle would make it where it's like, okay, you just have that, you win, sort of thing. Or was it like a proximity horn? If something came close to you, it would hit around you. I don't remember which one it was. I feel like I remember both being a thing. Oh, was it essentially both of them, but on manual click as opposed to proximity? Hi, Chase. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. I'm gonna try it. Damn it. I tried. You are very good, very good. Glad to hear it. I shock dodged for fourth. Let's go. And Jill Safari, very nice. It is currently 2:45 for me. So mid-afternoonish. All right, I do think I'm coming to the end of stream today. I'm getting tired. Hello. I'm getting a bit tired. So, probably not gonna go too much longer. Not that late though? Yeah. My guess in that case is somewhere European, probably 5 to 6 hours ahead, roughly. From where I'm at, so it's probably like 9-ish for you, around there. I have friends from all over the place, so like I'm decent at figuring out like relative time zones and stuff like that. Because for me, like, Europe is between like 5 to 7, 8 hours ahead. Asia is typically between like 12 to 14, stuff like that. So around 9-ish, I was right. That I kind of rounding sort of thing. But yeah, I have friends from a lot of places, and it's like, oh, okay, let me just, if you have some sort of idea of where they might be, then I can typically figure out a decent, like, time. That person has 2 red shells on them. It borked. Let's go. I don't have to worry about the fucking thing anymore. The boomerang is one of the other things that I don't care for. Worst green shell? Yeah, exactly. Well, worst triple green shell, I should say. That don't circle around you. And that you can't hold behind you. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, that was targeted. They were trying to target me so I wouldn't cross the finish line. I'll go 2 more races. And then, call it there. No matter what happens in them. It's not even teaming. It's just people trying to stop other people from going forward. It's not teaming. It's just targeting. Clout has piercing. Yeah, I will say that's cool. I like the fact that, it does have piercing. It's the fact that it takes up a single slot. And then when you throw it and you get another item, it shifts to the back placement as opposed to just using them all in a row. That's what bugs me about it and why I don't like the boomerang. The fact that you throw it, it disappears from your item slots and then comes back. That I don't like. If it was just how it was, but it didn't like go to the back slot, I think it would be fine. And time number 3, we get Maple Tree Way. Let's go. There we go. I have to wonder if other people can see that. Or the rang. Yeah, if they made tweaks to the rang, I could see it coming back, but the Fire Flower, I don't want to come back. I shouldn't have turned away. There we go. I cannot take the shortcut this time. Well, probably could, but it wouldn't be fast. Come on, don't choke. And there we go. I'm done for today. I'm ending it there. I'm ending it on a win. Holy shit. I hard focused at the end there. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I literally went full focus. I like was not talking. Oh man. And now we're just waiting for what? People to lag out? Did that count my win? I don't know if it did. Okay, it looks like it did. Because I have a 1 there next to some of these people. Alright. Oh, okay, we're good. So, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna go through and reiterate some things. Alright. So, to kind of wrap this up, I'm gonna mention again, I am going to be cutting back on my streaming hours. This week's schedule is what my schedule is going to look like in the long run. Where it's just 3 days a week for however long I feel like streaming at that day, given circumstances and what I'm doing. So we come to this point where I have to make a decision on when I'm gonna put that into effect. This week is a bit of a, you know, a little, tryout of the schedule, see how it works. See how I feel about it. Next week I'm gonna go back to 5 days. And then the following week I'll probably also do 5 days. And then after that I will put whatever it is into effect. So, what does that mean for you guys? Well, I will be able to focus more on doing content outside of streams. That means editing videos, that means recording videos, that means playing games with friends and possibly being able to post that stuff. That means I can put more effort into the streams that I do have, and it also means I can work on some behind the scenes artwork, model work, etc, etc, etc. Making things cleaner. I can do more photo shoots to post on Blue Sky. Just a bunch of stuff across the board there. That'll just essentially give me more time to do shit. So, you guys will be getting a lot more higher end stuff. As opposed to the kind of just constant streams I have had. To kind of go through, let me turn on my light because it's starting to get dark. Essentially, I've kind of made this comment before, about why I stream. Turn that down a bit. I stream because I want to be for someone else what content creators were for me. An escape from the hellish reality we live in. I thought streaming 5 days a week would help with that. I thought that streaming 5 days, 4 hours, would allow me to be that constant kind of state of distraction, if you wanted it. I am coming to realize that I'm not really doing that well. I'm just kind of here as a distraction, sure, but I'm not allowing you guys to kind of take whatever time you need for it. Like, yes, my VODs will be there if people want to watch those, but they're not a great distraction at random points in the days. So I'm going to make an effort to, while I cut back on streams, put a lot more time into stuff like editing and possibly getting together with friends to do stuff together, which will be more enjoyable for you guys because I will be enjoying myself more. I am not going to lie. Streaming all of this alone is tiring in more ways than one. It is also decently lonely. Like, yes, and this is kind of getting into a more serious talk. So I'm not going to spend too long in this kind of pit, I guess. Yes, you guys are all here. Yes, you guys are all chatting with me. Yes, you guys are all kind of involved. But I've always felt like I'm at my best when I'm building off other people. I was like that even in high school. Any group project, I would feel a lot better being a secondary input than a primary conceptor. I took film courses in high school. A lot of my professors and teachers commented that a lot of my best work was adding on to someone else's work. Now, they weren't saying that out of, oh, you're bad, you can't do it on your own sort of thing. They were saying that from a standpoint of, hey, you have really good ideas. It's just a matter of, it feels like you're better when your ideas are building off of someone else's ideas. That is a necessary job. That's not something that is able to be left out. Because you take, let's say, professional movies, right? Professional film. You have the lead screenwriter, and you have the director. When the director has full creative control, no one else can put any input in, those movies tend to suck. They just do. Because you get one person's vision, and no one else kind of has their own way with it, so they're not as involved. I remember there was a project that we did back in high school where we were doing a film, and it wasn't my film. I was not the director. I was not a writer. I wasn't even the editor. I was just an actor in this short film. But when something came up, and I felt awkward about my acting in it, I went up and I said, hey, I had an idea. What if we did it this way? Right? I'm taking your idea, your general concept. What if we lean it this direction? Even in the writing process, I would be asked by my peers, like, hey, what do you think about this? And I would be like, what if you took it this direction? What are your plans for it? So that way I can fit what you have in that. And I can kind of say, okay, what if you took this, expanded on this section, and left this section out? I was able to do that. And those parts were some of the, like, to other people uninvolved in the creation of it, those were some of their favorite parts. But my own films never really got that sort of traction. Because I would have all these, like, small miscellaneous ideas, but I wouldn't have a full concept. That is 100% why my character's lore has changed so much. I have a bunch of small concepts that I want to kind of put together, but I don't have an overarching story concept to put them all together. So it starts to feel disjointed. Which is why I've always felt like I can bounce off of other people much better than I can do anything on my own. Not from the standpoint I can't make things enjoyable on my own, but because I start to run out of concepts to make things complete. So, with cutting back on streams, I will be able to shift my schedule a bit and say, hey, you've got something going on. I've got something not going on. What if we did something together? I feel like that would be a lot more beneficial because then I could work on stuff outside of what is already in my head. That's why I play so much Mario Kart and Splatoon, because I don't have ideas for games to play. So, with me cutting back on streams, you're going to very likely get a lot more complete stuff. A lot more things that are not just repetitive, just because I don't have any ideas. I'll be able to actually sit with my thoughts and be like, okay, what should I be doing? And I can actually put those into effect. So, I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will instead be streaming Wednesday. Wednesday I'll do Splatoon because Splatfest is this weekend and I want to get back into the swing of that game as well. So, with that, I will have to say thank you all for coming by. It's been a fun time streaming for 5 days a week, but it is getting to be too much. I need to cut back so I don't get fully burnt out and want to quit entirely. So, thank you everybody so much for coming by. Hope you all have a wonderful time zone. Make sure you take care of yourself, drink some water, get some rest, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Blah.